Every single day, over 25,000 trains fire up their heavy engines and traverse the vast Indian subcontinent. With that sheer volume of heavy machinery crisscrossing nearly every state and territory, the math suggests this system should be in a permanent state of gridlock, yet it reliably supports an astonishing amount of physical mass, an incredible density of human and material weight packed onto thousands of platforms simultaneously. Keeping this machinery moving isn't luck. It requires a highly coordinated administration, which means we need to look under the hood and deconstruct the anatomy of this massive network. Because the Indian Railways is a continuously moving, country-sized puzzle that must be perfectly solved every 24 hours. To understand how it operates at such a massive scale today, we have to look back to April 1853. The entire network began as a single 34-kilometer stretch for a steam engine traveling between Mumbai and Thane. Those early steam locomotives eventually gave way to a massive fleet of diesel engines, allowing tracks to push deeper into the interior. Now, the network is undergoing an aggressive technological leap. By March 2026, the broad-gauge tracks will reach nearly complete electrification, hitting an impressive 99.6%. Feeding this massive grid requires generating and distributing an enormous amount of raw electrical power across varied, difficult terrains. Adapting a system originally built during the colonial era to handle high-voltage lines requires intense manual labor and hands-on retrofitting. Swapping diesel for overhead electric lines does reduce emissions, but more importantly, it operates as a core structural upgrade to the system's cardiovascular capacity, allowing for heavier loads and faster speeds. So how do you actually govern an operation that spans an entire subcontinent from a single desk in New Delhi? You don't. You rely on extreme decentralization. The ministry fractures its administration into 19 distinct railway zones. By delegating control to regional hubs like Northern, Western, or East Central, local authorities manage the specific geographic challenges of their own territories. Within those 19 zones, the trains act as highly specialized blood cells, each designed for a very specific function. At the apex of the passenger fleet are units like the Vande Bharat Express. Their aerodynamic profile and rapid acceleration mark the country's push into modern, semi-high-speed transit. But those premium lines operate alongside the heavy lifters of the network. Mass transit connectors like the Garib Rath, passenger, and MemU trains actively handle the vast majority of daily commuters. This strict hierarchy of train classes ensures that a single stretch of track can support both luxury business travel and vital, low-cost rural connectivity at the same time. When you place tens of thousands of heavy machines on a finite number of tracks, human